Okay, so we've either totally lost our minds or someone's trying to get fired. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're risking our lives to bring you our picks for the top 5 things that kinda sucked about The Last of Us.
It can't be any worse than in here. Can it?
Before we start this crazy idea, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more sane content. Now, please calm down for a second and listen. For this list, we're looking at a few criticisms of Naughty Dog's magnum opus. The Last of Us is a great game. We're not denying that, but it's just kind of crazy that nobody can talk about the areas where it could clearly have been better.
Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
Number 5, only 4 zombie types. The Last of Us is set in a post-apocalyptic America after a fungus left large portions of the population infected and zombified. With a campaign lasting well over 12 hours, one would expect to see a variety of gruesome humanoid monsters, ensuring that the gameplay never gets stale. Unfortunately, The Last of Us has only 4 types of infected enemies, and 2 of those, runners and stalkers, are nearly identical. While the design for the clickers and bloaters was quite cool, a few more enemies could not have hurt, right?
Jeez. What was up with that big guy?
Number 4, PlayStation exclusive.
PlayStation.
Okay, so this barely even has anything to do with the game, but hear us out. Competition is important for any industry, but there are a few things more frustrating than not being able to experience an exciting new game because it wasn't released on your console. While anyone who bought a recent Sony device probably owns The Last of Us, a huge selection of the gaming community has to make do with Let's Play videos or the PS Now streaming service. Exclusive games serve a crucial role in the marketing of a console, but it would be nice if they focused on improving the hardware rather than locking away desirable content.
And I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
Number 3, lackluster combat system. Okay, back to the game. The Last of Us was nominated for just under 200 awards, and it took home the gold 122 times, with an aggregate score of 95 on Metacritic. Naughty Dog's adventure is recognized as a masterpiece, and rightly so. Now imagine what the scores could have been if the gameplay was anything more than a standard stealth-based third-person shooter. To the game's credit, none of the mechanics are broken at all, but The Last of Us does not really do enough to differentiate itself from other cinematic shooters. Don't get us wrong, the story and characters are amazing, but the gameplay certainly has a lot of room for improvement, especially for the hand-to-hand combat.
Heads up!
Whoa! Number 2, way too many human opponents. The fungus decimated most of the population, leaving only a handful of settlements across the country. So it seems kind of counterproductive for Joel to follow in Nathan Drake's footsteps and wipe out hundreds of people. Leading up to the release of The Last of Us, the trailers highlighted the dangers lurking within Naughty Dog's America, with a heavy focus on the infected. This is understandable, as showing waves of human enemies is considerably less exciting, but unfortunately that's what you play. So, in reality, players are left begging for a herd of clickers just to take a break from fighting another group of hunters. Come on.
It's for emergencies only.
Okay.
Number 1, focus on the story rather than gameplay.
I know, baby. I know. Sarah.
Since the 7th generation, Naughty Dog has specialized in creating cinematic gaming experiences, which blend well-developed story with engaging gameplay. While the Uncharted series tends to aim for somewhat middle ground, especially at Thief's End, The Last of Us clearly prioritizes its serious narrative over basically everything else. At times, the interactive sections felt like unnecessary padding before another great cutscene. While the story might not be groundbreaking, Naughty Dog definitely executed it brilliantly, resulting in a great movie embedded in a game. Seriously, watching the cutscenes on YouTube can be just as enjoyable as playing through it.
Why the hell not?
For looks.
That's stupid.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.